Hi everyone. In this video, we will look at the different properties of operations. So there is the associative property of addition. With the associative property, let me get my highlighter here. So the associative property, that is when you're adding three numbers together or multiplying three numbers together. If you add the first two numbers and then the third number, it's the same as adding the last two numbers and then the first number. So changing the grouping of the addends or the factors does not change the sum. Okay, commutative property. That is again for addition or multiplication. If you add two numbers together, a plus b, it's the same as if you added together b plus a. So changing the order of the addends does not affect the sum or the product. The additive identity property of 0. If you add 0 to any number, you get your original number back. And the multiplicative identity property of 1. If you multiply any number by 1, you get your original number back. So these are the first four properties of operations that we're going to be looking at. So looking at some examples. Identify the property illustrated. 2 plus 4 equals 4 plus 2. So you have to look at the left side of the equation and compare it to the right side of the equation and think about what stays the same and what changes. So the 2 and the 4 changed positions. 2 plus 4 became 4 plus 2. So when they change positions, that's the commutative property, and the operation was addition. So this would be commutative property of addition. 3 times the quantity 2 times 1 equals the quantity 3 times 2, then times 1. So this is for multiplication. The 3, 2, 1 stays in the same order in each side of the equation, but the grouping symbol or the parentheses are what's shifting. So this would be the associative property of multiplication. 2 and 5/8 plus 0 equals 2 and 5/8. So from the left-hand side to the right-hand side of the equation, the plus 0 disappears and I get my original number back. So this is the additive identity property of 0. 3 and 1/10 plus the quantity 7 plus 1 and 8/10 equals 3 and 1/10 plus the quantity 1 and 8/10 plus 7. You have to look at this one pretty closely. So when you compare, what changes is what's inside the parentheses shifts orders. So the parentheses aren't shifting, but what's inside the parentheses is what's shifting. So the 7 and the 1 and 8/10 change places with each other. So this would be the commutative property of addition. And looking at our last example, 4/5 times 1 equals 4/5. So the times 1 gives us our original number back. So this is the multiplicative identity property of 1. I hope this video helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.